points in the game.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Better find out where. Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed where I'm on face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows. I check the clock, wonder.
Drop the rhythm, drop the bass.
And I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here's Hurts to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down, Falcons.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. So here come the Chargers with a long field ahead of them. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Dayon Henley there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Yellow, line, 10 black, hut, hut.
Tomlinson up the middle. Ooh, the juke. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys. In the
Hurts fumbles it.
A lot of lost the football, lost the... A lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one completes out of Pierce. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
A gain of 16 yards. But it brings up...
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Always got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch, as that play good for 30 and a 1st. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Now a give up the middle to Bettis. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
What you don't want to see more, you want to see more, but you want to see some. Life just slows you down, your body gets acting up, your mind is out of bounds, it's telling you back it up. You check about those memories.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a bug. You still feel paralyzed, the bugs and try. Friends just having kids, ain't had enough. Still used to have
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
They'll set up to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Reggie Wayne, 32 yards. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing is Hurts. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Falcons first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Looking to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, and that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
Now back to throw.
Falcons.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
8 yards on the pickup.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
27-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Down right around the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Set. Red, 38. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. Yellow, 40, trouble, 38. Ready?
Back to throw. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Chargers, 1st down.
Set.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in from the 20. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Falcons 3.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lloyd. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On the sneak. And coughed it up. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punting, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
Here we go. Set. 45. Wide. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man right side is cut complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll hand this to Tomlinson running right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
At the 30-yard line.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Up the middle they run with Bettis. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Ready. 10 black. Set.
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter.
Come on, set. 50, ready.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Bettis. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
On the double.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set, hut. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Cooper Kupp Chargers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Reed Blankenship on the coverage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hawkinson. 2nd down in the yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up
Here's Hurts to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
Brought down by Carlton Davis. A gain of 12. And the Falcon.
Hurts sets up to throw it. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Hurts. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. 3rd down and 1.
To T.J. Hawkinson. 63. A 12-yard gain on the play.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it's 3rd down.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 13 yards out. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
50, hut.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Jerome Bettis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
suffer. The thing about depression, you think your life